Hello, everybody. It's Tuesday, and I'm hitting my mic. It's from the barracks. I am Joker Players Wanted. With me is Buck.
Hi.
He doesn't even get a special intro when there's only the two of us on here. Now, there will be more people joining us later on. Wiener will be here a little bit later. He's stuck in the Florida barrage right now, and Justin's dealing with issues. Cosmic Vix, thanks for subbing for us. Hey, Edward, how you doing? Good evening, gentlemen. Hello, Greg. How you doing, brother? Am I making an announcement that you're making an announcement tomorrow? Actually, let me toss him a link. You know, it's always good to have Papa on here when we get a chance. So we're going to talk about a couple things tonight, guys. We're going to talk about events, and more events. When Wiener gets on here, I have to tell the story about the teacup, about Sarah and the teacup.
Oh, Lord.
If she's not watching, that's her own fault, but I'm totally going to tell this story. It's going to be so great.
Evening, Smurf. Evening, Tubbs. Welcome. Hope you guys are doing well.
All right. Let's first talk about... Okay, Justin definitely said he's going to slide in late. All right, so crap, I just had something in my head and I lost it. Crap, what was I looking? Whatever. What I'm always eating, Vix, I am eating sushi. It's Tuesday, it's sushi. Robert, hurry up and get your butt here and get here, Wiener, so we can get you set up. So, we're going to talk tonight about Scorched Earth, Yellow Dog Incident. We're going to talk about Irene, Thunderdome 3, all of it. It says Comic Vix, Horshack. Yes, Robert, you're going to get your teacups. So I'm also going to tell a funny little story. Oh, look at that. Look who's here. Wait, hold on. Here we go. We got to redo this. Hold on. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is, back again, like once in a blue moon. It is the man, the myth, the legend, the man of the shortest stature but biggest heart, Greg Paparizzi from Dead End Outfitters.
Woo!
Welcome, Greg. How you doing, brother? We can't hear a single thing you're saying. No volume.
No volume, my guy. Get your mic fixed. Come on.
I know, right?
Don't you also stream? You're a professional. You got to get on that.
It does because of my Twitch channel. I know, but thanks for the 3-month sub there, Horshack. I'll say the most sane individual of you two jokers. You've never met this guy for long periods of time. Don't make you think that this man right here is sane. He just hides it very well. He takes his medication. We don't.
Hey, speak for yourself. I take my medication. I'm just a spouse.
There
we go. Sorry.
Now we can hear you.
My apologies. Yeah, I was doing some rebuilds I haven't streamed in 3 weeks, so 4 weeks. Tomorrow makes first time. We skipped a day. So, Smurf, how are you, love? I wasn't chiming in to try to get brought on the stream. I was just saying hi, but thank you for having me on. Always a pleasure.
You chime in, you're gonna get brought in.
I guess so. How it's gonna work.
Are you making an announcement tomorrow?
Not yet.
God damn it!
I know. I mean, I can make one, and I can actually give you this one if you'd like.
Ooh, what's that?
You can have this one as an exclusive. I don't think I said this. I don't think I made this public yet, but we have actually signed the exclusive deal with. We set an exclusive deal with HPA to use the D-Hop now is made only with the AccuShot barrels, the HPA AccuShot barrels. So even they are now even better. Not only is it a great patch, but they actually have a proprietary coating on them now as well, inside and out, to assist in BB travel. So the D-Hop has had yet another upgrade. So
yes,
congratulations to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's I just talking with Dan, and we're gonna deal out with him, and we're like, what the hell? Let's do it. Um, and he is going to be the most consistent I'm going to get from the from barrels. Anybody else getting the barrels, if nothing else, was impossible. I went months without barrels. I mean, I can't have that. So
Yeah.
but
Well, that's awesome, sir. I can't wait. I can't wait to pick up my ARP9 tomorrow. My ARP9 3.0 that has a brand new
Yes.
shiny D-Hop barrels inside of it.
Yep.
So another funny thing just came through. Emma just texted me. She goes, so today we learned that when Google says it's a 1.3 mile hike round trip, it really is only one way. And we should try that in 110-degree weather. I'll never trust the internet again. Because she's in Arizona right now.
Wiener, I have them now. I have plenty of barrels on hand. Missing 135s. He's having those made now. There's probably, I think, 3 lengths altogether that I'm having made. But I just got in today. I got some 450s in. I think came in today, and some 500s came in today. So I got the extra longs and everything in between. So 300s, 310s, blah 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 blah. All the average lengths. So yeah, if anybody's looking for anything, there they are. I apologize. I've been so quiet lately. Joker knows this. Been working on something big. Big is
As an understatement.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. And I'm waiting fairly patiently for it to pay off. All I can say is, guys, everybody in the local area, my stress is for you. That's probably the best way to put it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's chewing me up that we can't announce it yet, and I'm sitting there like, Grr!
I mean, we can talk about it because it's not. I mean, it's not official yet. So I mean, it's up to you if you want. I mean, we can
out there because we don't want any problems. And, with what happened with the prison this week and everything else. No, we'll just wait.
Okay, that's fine. Just know, guys, that I have not stopped working for any of you. I promise, I've not stopped working, even though it's 1,000 degrees out and people just aren't playing airsoft or shopping for airsoft or anything else airsoft.
That's that's an interesting thing to talk about because everybody knows that I'm very religious with playing airsoft every Wednesday at Miami Airsoft. So we'll talk about that in a minute, Preacher. But I haven't played on a Wednesday in MA for about 5 weeks now, and I'm not playing tomorrow. It's just too hot. I did play at MA like a couple Fridays ago, and even still, it was like, this is rough. But the only reason why I stayed and played for as long as I did was because we actually had no cheaters there, which was fantastic, and we had a really good, awesome time there. So one thing I wanted to bring up right off the bat is for Yellow Dog Incident. Yellow Dog Village this Saturday is going to be having a cleaning event where they're starting to clean up some of the buildings and do some stuff. If you are interested in coming to help out and all that, a couple of guys are organizing people from us to go there and help out. I will not be there. I just got done driving the bus home from Pennsylvania. I'm not about to go back up to PA again so soon. So there's the Discord link if you guys are not already in there. But they really are looking for help with doing cleanup, especially what I'm interested in, where I really need people to make sure is that I had a whole bunch of plywood delivered up there so that way we can patch up all the holes for the vents that were on the floor to make them safe. So you guys are interested, join the Discord, reach out to Tubbs. He's the one organizing everybody to get that done. And you get a sneak peek at the AO, which is another great thing that you guys could do to walk through, because I know a lot of you are asking for the rule set for especially this guy.
I just want to know what I can't do. That's all I need to know.
You know what you can't do. Yeah, exactly. When your eyes go up like that, you know what you can't do.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm a good boy.
Are we going to argue whether or not I shot you or not? You can see it on the
Listen.
video. Hey, look. The only thing I know is that I work for you at the next mall game.
Yes. Yes.
So.
And I don't even know who's playing on DEA now because I got everybody working for me.
So, guys, I did have a long talk with Christian over the weekend. Christian's starting to put the op board together. If you've seen any of the rules for Syndicate or for Scorched Earth, you know the rules essentially for this game. There's only minor differences. Some of them are in your guys' favor. Like, you all could shoot out the windows now. If a window is open, it stays open. You could, if it's a broken window, as there's no glass in the frame, you could shoot out of it. If there's broken glass in the frame, don't shoot out of it. That means it must be a freshly broken window, and we're going to have a problem. So when you're shooting out the windows, you must break the plane, even up on the second floor.
Even on the second floor?
Even on the second floor, yeah.
Okay.
The reason why we're doing that is mostly because of the LMGs and the snipers. Each time that I've seen events that we've gone to where people are shooting from the above windows, they're all the way back and they're shooting down there. You know, it's just, we might modify this rule where you don't have to break the plane on the second floor, or like anything above the first floor. But for this game, this is really to stress test this AO for more gameplay. No, you cannot, Edward. So the only major change from the other event to this event is that there's now infected in play, and how the infected work. And there really are going to be, but we're not giving you guys the Buck. Really?
Oh,
he doesn't like the fact that you called.
I muted. I swear to God, I hit it. It must have misclicked. I apologize. So we're not giving you guys a lot of information about the gameplay or what you guys are looking for. I mean, you'll be told that you guys got to look for stuff like this, you know, IV bags, little vials of medication and all that. You guys are going to be told to do that. You guys are going to see control boxes in certain places. Everybody's going to have the match again, like these little things right here. You guys are going to be looking for a lot of these. Yes, they're small. Yes, they're tiny. But that's important. Look, the medical props that we get are what we get.
I don't want to say that any of this looks sketch. Hold that up again. Yeah, see, I'm not saying, man.
Now, I will say this. These were a hell of a lot more green until I left them on my windowsill. All right. So there's going to be stuff like that you guys have to find and return back to your CPs. There's going to be information that you guys have to find out about the infected out there. So there's going to be intel stuff that is actually important. There's stuff actually going to be written out and done, and all that. There's going to be file folders with redacted information. So pretty much almost every single building that's in play is going to be important in some way, shape, or form. Now, there are going to be no airstrikes. There's going to be no JDAMs or stuff like that. Instead, there's going to be infected sightings. So, Papa, when you have like Papa could call in, hey, we have an infected sighting on Building 5. Next thing you know, infected are going to be inside of Building 5 attacking the other side. What you all know for sure is that the infected take 3 hits to down them for 30 seconds. So if infected come into the building and you're up on those upper floors, you might want to shoot and run. And grenades also take infected down for 30 seconds. Okay, so it's an immediate takedown. So just understand some of that. Those are pretty much the hints that we're going to give, because we don't want this to be meta. We don't want people to metagame this, and we want you guys to experience and learning it for the first time. Because as soon as the second day starts, y'all are going to know more what you're looking for. You guys are going to start playing and trying to, metagame a bit more. But I want that. I want you all to have that experience. Infected whack-a-mole, exactly, Edward. Because remember, even if you have a gun trained on them,
and you're on that top floor in that attic, and you have one guy doing door security, they're still probably going to get a step out. So when you see infected, you might be in your best interest to leave. And then within the last 20 minutes of the game, sirens are going to go off, and the infected are going to come out of the woodwork, and then infected are going to infect other players, and players have an opportunity to become infected and take out other players, or walk back to respawn, or walk out of the game, because it's the end of the day. Also, if you're touched by an infected, they're going to keep you there for 5 minutes. They're going to have you scan your skirmish band. And if you've been touched by infected, Papa, what do you think you should do when you go back to CP?
Go see your doctor and never date her again.
Pretty close.
Sorry. We had this conversation. If you get touched by an infected, you're not going back to CP. You have. Can I?
Yeah,
say
you
it?
are. You're going back to CP.
But you have to go. Can I say it?
Yeah, you can say it. There's going to be clean rooms,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, you can say that you can say, because that's one of the aspects of the game that's going to be out there. It's like, if you guys get touched by infected, it is probably very important that you go inside the clean room and do whatever you need to inside the clean room. That's, you guys are getting to get blood work and take big horse pills. Pretty much, Edward, in our own game version of that. All right.
I hope they're not suppositories.
I hope they are. Wait.
Wait, what?
Mute. Where was? Oh God! Like Buck, I meant to hit mute. My apologies.
But the reality is, when it comes down to the stuff that you guys are doing for Yellow Dog, really think of this: that do you really want to be grabbed? Do you really want to be touched by infected? What happens? Are you contaminated? What have you? Because definitely at the end of the day, you will be. If you're touched by infected, you will be. I will also say that your skirmish bands are going to be tracking a whole lot of stuff, and those skirmish bands are yours to keep. So you must come onto the field with your skirmish bands. Okay, cut off a limb, penicillin. I can't wait to give everyone my disease. One of the things that both teams are looking for is patient zero, and we hope as the game progresses on Saturday, you all start to get some aha moments going down of just how bad it's going to be. So, yeah.
Be aware, we've also got some surprises coming for you from the infected side.
Mm-hmm. So, sometimes it's beneficial to take an infected down, run up and collect whatever you need from them, and then run away, because you are trying to get information for your biotech firm. It's mostly going to be, though, the infected are only there as an extra little piece. I don't want to focus too heavily on it. The only reason why we're talking so much about it now is because it's a new rule set that's not inside the existing rules that you guys see. But all other rules apply that we've been to before, with the exception that snipers cannot shoot indoors at all because there's no space that's 100 feet. But snipers can shoot from one building to another building, so that's good.
Touching wiener is how I got infected in the first place.
There are going to be control boxes out there, so you guys know green, tan. And this time, if they don't change the programming on it, you'll actually know what side is your button to push, because that's why the team names are the way they are. So before we move on to like other topics, does anybody have any questions about this that I can answer? Like, Papa, do you have more questions?
I got a ton of questions, but
ask away.
Well, no, first of all, one of the things to keep in mind is this is a 2+1 faction. It's not always going to, and this is for anybody watching who's going to be playing it as well. It's not just tan versus green, because at some points depending on how it's going, I imagine, listen, tan and green could be fighting each other, and then all of a sudden they might have to team up and fight their way out of a situation. There's a third faction that we have to pay attention to, and that does change the dynamic of the game. Also, and
hold on, I want to piggyback off of that. I want everybody to be really clear. During the game, during the day, until the last 20 minutes, most of the infected are going to be contained to buildings. Okay, Very rarely are they going to be told to run out and to attack somebody outside of a building. We do not want the infected to be a massive game changer during the day. So, because I know there's a lot of concerns about that, because with some infected games, people go crazy and eliminate entire teams, allow stuff to go through. That's not what the intention of this is here. It's an extra element. So, what were you going to say after that?
That's a good question. My team.
I'm going to address this in a minute. I just wanted to point out to say I know about this. I'll answer this in a second.
From a field owner and human being standpoint, those that have elected to be NPC infected, yes, they have to be shot 3 times. No, those 3 shots don't have to be neck, face, and dick. Really, guys, don't light them up. Shoot them as much as necessary. These guys are there to enhance gameplay, not for you to just drill holes through them. That's just me from a human standpoint. You know, yes, they're coming at you. Play the role. Shoot them 3 times and run away. You know, that's.
I'm also going to say this as sort of a hint. If an infected is doing something that you think is wrong, the infected are all admins. They're doing what they're supposed to. Okay? So understand that. The rule for infected that first hit, they could run until they're hit once. Then they limp or walk. Second hit, they shamble. They go real slow. Third hit, they're down for 30 seconds. That's the information that the both teams have at this point. So
Great she can.
So I want you all to understand what that's the thing that you all know for right now. I don't want people saying, "Oh, this infected did this." They're an admin. They've been given special instructions. If they've done something, it's because they're supposed to.
Right.
And pay attention and report back. No, Tribe Milsom can't miss this. Come on, guys. You guys got to come to this one. You guys, you're really... This game, I think, is going to trigger a really good series off of it, because we do have other AOs we can't announce yet that we're currently working on securing contracts for. So, Yellow Dog Incident is going to lead to other things going out.
Like not eat the yellow snow.
Yeah, don't eat the yellow snow. So let's go back to this. My team is mostly multicam black. Can we wear black compressed shirts? All right. I'm going to talk to both COs, and I'm going to talk to Christian about black shirts. My initial response is that black shirts can be worn for tan, but everything else must be. That's the only time where kit's going to matter. If you have a multicam, if you're a multicam, you can wear a black shirt, but your kit must be tan, your helmet must be tan, everything else must be tan. So,
seems pretty reasonable.
Come on, Christopher. I'm doing both. I'm actually going up. I'm going up a week early, doing the event, flying home Monday, leaving my stuff at Tubbs's house, flying back up Thursday night to then go to Irene.
That's some dedication right there, man. Funds that I don't have. I'm sorry. I will not be attending.
Even Wiener's coming.
Of course, when I can't attend, Wiener can attend. Every time, man. Every time.
Hopefully, I won't be at any of those.
If I could convince your wife not to beat me, I'll go. Hey, Christopher, you're coming on the cruise, right? Tell your wife about the cruise. Tubbs, no stiffing Joker's gear. Yeah, I get to shoot Wiener. So, what's Irene? Irene is a major event from Operation Lion Claws that's going to be at Muscatatuck the week after Yellow Dog Incident. Chris, you don't know about the cruise, bro?
Pew pew at sea.
No, Tyler, no one has ever seen Wiener and Buck in the same place at the same time because Wiener is avoiding me.
We'll talk about Pew Pew at Sea because that's one of the events we could talk about. So yeah, guys, ask any other questions you might have. By the way, Wiener, you said 720, sir. It's now 726. Just saying, 727 now. You're really going over here.
I lost it. Damn it.
Any other questions about Yellow Dog, guys? We're here to answer them and everything else. So there's the thing about it. I will talk to Papa. I'll talk to Papa. I'll talk to Justin, and I'll also talk to Christian. We'll come up with the thing about multicam.
I would say emphasize the I get the everything else has to be tan thing since I'm tan lead. Just make sure, guys, if nothing else, just be as tan as possible. That way you're not mistaken for green. This is, I mean, the whole idea is for there to be a defining line. Don't be mistaken for green if you're tan, period. And if your concerns are that you don't have the right color and all you have is black, that's not tan, that's not green. Got to do what you can do. Oops.
I can't say that live.
Let's not. Let's really not.
Yes.
Yes, sir, Christopher. Reach out to me, brother. All right. Okay, hold on. Here he is. It's not a party until the Wiener comes out. Wiener from New Breed Airsoft.
You're late.
And you're also quiet. Yep, you're muted.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Now, unfortunately, yes, we can hear you now.
Wow, we're talking twice in one day. Look at
No kidding. I know. I saw you on, then I saw everybody who thinks Buck and myself is one of the same. Yeah, I had to put a stop to that right away.
I don't know who that would be a worse insult to then.
I know.
Me.
Either one. Hey, you could be an old fat guy. Wait, you're halfway there, aren't you? You get the fat part now.
Hey, look, I just
And
hope
you still got all your hair.
Not as fat as you.
That's true.
Oof.
That's what I said.
Wow.
Wow.
I said you were halfway there.
There's some savagery going on right now. You know what? If we're at Irene, I'm so going to talk to John Liu and be like, "Hey, man, are we bringing vehicles to this? Because I got the gun truck." So, which one of the funny things that happened on the way home is I'm coming off that's about to get off on the turnpike, and I got pulled over in the bus because some tweaker stole my decal off, like my expiration date decal off the back of the bus.
While you were driving?
Yeah. So I got warned.
In motion. Yeah, you leaned out the window.
Well, I got warned in Virginia that the decal was gone by a Virginia state trooper because I was pumping gas, and he's looking at the bus, he's looking up and down, he goes, and I was telling him what it is, and he's looking at the back, he goes, "You know your tag's expired, right?" And I said, "No, it isn't." And he goes, I said, "Wait, it is?" And I was like, "No, it isn't. I have the registration." He goes, I said, "I was this in Pennsylvania. Some tweaker must have stolen my thing off there." Is the tracker up and running? No, it is still having a problem with the fuel thing. I'm going to have Tinker come by this weekend and probably take a look at it. I think it's something with the fuel lines. I did put some seafoam inside the gas, and I ran it a little bit, and it ran a little bit better. But there was also a hose that was slightly disconnected, like probably on the carburetor, that might have been allowing air and stuff inside. So we'll see. We're working on it. We are working on it.
There we go. Much better. My forehead was shining. It was blinding me.
Yeah. Well, let's go into the next topic that we have to talk about, which is Scorched
Teacups?
Earth.
Oh, damn.
No, let me give the bad news, and then I'll tell the teacup story. Okay.
Okay.
Because the bad news is, unfortunately, the people that were running the prison, they did not get their stay of eviction. So the eviction goes through tomorrow. So at this point in time, we have lost access to the prison. Now, I'm not going to go into all the details on the live and everything else. I'll just let you all know that I am obviously working on ways to try to continue to do stuff there, trying to do everything within our power to make sure that we can continue to have events at the prison. With that being said, I went ahead and postponed Scorched Earth until I have confirmation and a contract in hand that we can use the prison again for Scorched Earth,
or B, I find a new AO for it. So at this point in time, Scorched Earth is canceled or postponed. It's not canceled yet. Anybody that has purchased a ticket, I'm going to reach out to those individuals myself tomorrow. All refunds should be processed within the next 24 hours. Everybody will have their money back. We're not holding out to it. We're not holding our breath or anything else. There's a reason why we did not broadcast Scorched Earth as heavily as we did just yet, because we were concerned that this eviction might go through. So that's why I had to go up to the prison to pick up the bus, bring it down. We have all of our props. $1,000 in fuel later.
Oh, God.
24 hours in travel, and I'm back home. So, sorry guys, but Wiener and I and Emma have been looking for really cool AOs for you guys to experience some good stuff at. So trust me when I say we will have something for you.
Yep.
All right. To lighten the mood, because the bad news, and I'm sure that the comments are going to start flying of we lost a prison, that sucks. Let's talk about the teacup. So if you're not in our team chat, the general chat that we have, Sunday night, I was saying there, I just yelled all caps, teacups, to which Sarah gave angry faces and a F you too. So for those of you that don't know the Amazon, she's 6 foot tall. She wrangles horses for a living and all that. And for a lot of people like Preacher, she's scary as hell. I'm used to getting hurt by her just for existing. Sarah
Buying
would
shoes
also
and flip-flops.
Yes. Sarah would also hurt me or laugh at us when we got hurt playing our sport, right? Like, by the way, she didn't know that you've broken a bone before playing airsoft, Wiener.
Oh, she didn't know I did?
No.
Wow.
So
She did almost take my head off that one time, though.
Get your ass back in the house. Get your ass back in the house.
There's nothing. She'll tell you. I mean, if she comes on, she'll tell you exactly what she said. Something like,
Oh.
wait,
I don't want to get demonetized because right now we're doing good. But so I'm at her house because I was spending the night there on the trip home, saving a little money and all that. So we're good to go. And she starts ragging. She ragged on me about when I hurt my ankle again at Bad Blood because I was limping a little bit. Look, there's a problem with the bus. The rear AC is no longer functioning, which that just makes it hot, right? But the cruise control doesn't work. So when you're sitting
there we go. There goes his ankle.
No, it's not the ankle. It was I was complaining about my right knee because you're sitting there and it doesn't. The seat doesn't recline either because there's a thing there. There's a row of seats right behind it, so you can't recline the seat. So you're stuck like this, and your legs in only one position because the cruise control doesn't work. So I was telling her periodically during the drive, I'm sitting there like this. I'll turn sideways, use my left foot to control the gas, and I'll just stretch that right leg out, just get the knee moving. Because for those of you driving with me for long distance, I don't stop for hours. So I was bitching about this because I got out of the bus and I was like waddling a little bit. She starts making fun of me for it. I was like, screw you, between this and that, whatever, right? So then she goes, well, I haven't told you about this yet, but did I tell you what happened to me with the teacup? And I was like, no. She goes, all right, well, last weekend she went up to Myrtle Beach because supposedly the waters were like the Florida Keys, crystal clear. Usually it's the color of mud, right? So they go out there, they go out to Myrtle Beach, and they get like an Airbnb condo thing or whatever. They go out there. They get out there, the water's the color of mud. She's already pissed. Mom, meatloaf.
Rightfully so. What? Oh, God.
So she goes, so I went inside, made myself a cup of tea, opened up the sliding door, closed the sliding door, put my teacup down, and then my back went out and my legs went numb.
Ow.
She got taken out by a goddamn teacup.
All right.
A goddamn teacup.
That's not a good look.
You know what? All that buildup and stuff like that, I thought you were going to tell us something like her towel fell off or something.
She
Come
throws
on,
her
Wiener.
back out, putting down a teacup. And then as she's talking to me about this, she says, so then here I am, like waddling to go back to the elevator. There's a line for the elevator to go upstairs to the 9th floor. They're on the 3rd floor for the lobby. And she goes, of course, I didn't want to wait. So I then walked upstairs. I was like, let me get this straight. You threw out your back, and then you walked up 9 stories, and or 6 stories, whatever. And she goes, yes. And I was like, all because you wouldn't wait 5 minutes for the damn elevator? Are you stupid? And then she goes down to the beach, and when she goes down to the beach, I guess they're doing renovations on the beach where they're fixing it up, so there's like this big dirt thing. And she had to go climb up, and she goes, my life was a living hell.
This is tickling you more than you probably should, by the way. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, yes.
This is
Absolutely.
so
Because of how much shit she gives us for us hurting ourselves playing our sport, she takes herself out with the damn teacup.
I'm just saying.
He's got a point, but at the same time, I see your point, Papa.
Yes. Yes. There's.
Oh, yes, I am taking joy with it. But every single time I can just imagine, oh, God, my back.
Well, it's either that or, oh, God, my knee or my ankle.
Yeah, but
I'm not
at
making
least
fun
when
of
I
her at
do
all.
it, when I hurt
I
myself.
wasn't making fun of her. I was making fun of the Joker.
Yeah, but when I hurt myself, though, it's because I'm doing something that deserves to be hurt for. I'm running on conditions you probably shouldn't be running.
Yeah, but you trip over your own feet. That makes it even
No,
funnier.
I don't.
You do.
I just don't have brakes. That's all.
You
The
trip
brakes
over
fit on
your
my
own
right
feet.
leg. My right leg keeps going. My left leg, I'm stopping. My right leg says, we keep going. And
It's
yeah.
because you have those freaking clown shoes.
Yeah.
Ed,
No.
he's gonna get killed by her next time she sees him. Poor Ed.
Dude, I want to send her a whole bunch of, just start sending her a whole bunch of random teacups.
I think everybody should just start. Everybody send her one teacup from all over the country. How many followers you got on here? That'd be hilarious.
There's
Make
30,
little
there's like
pinky
45
cups.
people. Yeah. Oh, God. I have her address, too. We could send them to her. It would be great.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to post that out here, though.
No. You
It's
all can send it
definitely
to my
not.
address.
Just have them all send them to your house.
Yeah, send it to
We'll
me.
just
I'll
post-
start
we'll
sending
just
them
post
one
your
at a
address.
time.
We'll just post your address.
Just set up a P.O. box.
Yeah, that's true, too.
I don't care. My address is. You search my name, you find my address.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I did.
Which will
run
get
for.
molested by his dogs. If you
That's
go
why the
right there.
tweaker stole his.
That was at the
Tweaker
prison,
was up in
dude.
Pennsylvania. It wasn't even at his house.
Still,
Yeah.
he knew who you were. That's why he stole it.
Oh God. Too funny. Anyways.
It's your
Oh,
cup of
my
beer,
face
Stein.
hurts.
You
Oh.
kill you.
No, look. You can kiss my ass, sir. I mean.
Yes, she is scary, and she does swing, and I've been hit.
He's not that
I've been hit
scary.
and cussed at, all in one setting.
Hey, wait. Facebook user. Is that
I don't know where they're from.
Oh,
That
no,
may be Stillwell.
it's
That's
Stillwell. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's Juggernaut event, that's got to be Stillwell.
yeah.
That's Stillwell.
Stillwell, who left me hanging on ordering a gun for him. Mm-hmm. Thank you,
Uh-oh.
Stillwell.
Uh-oh.
I didn't spend the money. He's like, I'll get back with you. I'm still waiting. A week and a half later. All good. All good. He was so I'm teasing. No, I'm teasing. But if I got upset over every person that was like, can you get that gun? I'll call you right back. You sure will.
The only prolonged interaction I've had with Sarah was in an emergency where her and I were on 10 trying to make sure everything was set up and taken care of.
Sarah is awesome. Just
Sarah's great. I loved working with her.
don't
She was
piss her
awesome.
off. I did that unintentionally, but I did. Here it comes.
Goddamn ass back in this fucking truck right now! Fucking truck right now! Goddamn ass back in this fucking truck right now!
What is
Me a grenade.
that?
That was at me.
What is that?
That was.
What do you mean,
That
what
was.
was
That was
at me. That's when I just prior to that I got slugged by her.
That was the.
And
yeah,
the
hold on.
funniest thing is, Mark
find
had
it.
his thumb over the damn camera right as she hit me.
Was that when you guys were shooting each other inside
Yes.
the cab?
That is correct.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't.
Poor Seb. He took the brunt of that, but she was collateral damage, and she didn't like when I said that.
I am not collateral damage.
No, it's just pelted. It's not nothing went in. Hey, that's for shooting me in the fat when I walked over there.
Not to mention, as you were shooting
But
me, you
that's not
nailed
the right
Sarah in
one.
the back of the neck.
Well, I think it's just before this.
I love how Seb's not wearing full seal.
Oh my god.
That was me unloading the limit. Yes. See how far back I am? I'm full auto over the truck. And he's trying to close the door. And I kept shooting.
Come on!
That's all the time you shot me in the head. Oh,
It's
here we
only
go.
the fucking. Can I get you again? You lit up Sarah and.
Watch. And there I am spinning around.
Wait. Your goddamn ass back in this fucking truck right now!
I was over there. I moved back.
This entire interaction. No, we still got two more.
Don't look
This
at-
entire interaction that happened, like the Great Skittles battle that happened at Stonebreaker, was incredibly hilarious at the time because we had, we're dead. We have nothing better to do except and nobody's around us, so we just go and have our own fun.
That's it. Poor Skittles. She got hit right in the middle of the forehead. Doink.
Oh, look,
It left a mark.
that's interesting.
What's that?
You
You just get demonetized again?
no.
Probably.
Oh, she yelled at me.
Ooh, somebody's in trouble.
Who Mark is? Is he getting it right now?
No. I didn't want to announce that out loud. So,
Huh?
yeah, I'll explain it off after the stream.
Okay.
So,
Oh, really? Interesting.
yeah.
Wait, the big house or?
Yeah.
All right.
Ruh-roh, Shaggy. Ruh-roh.
Your mom's behind you.
No, that's fine. Right there. Thank you.
All right, so. All right, so cool. All right. That was Stonebreaker. That was like the funnest part of Stonebreaker was the antics that we got up to, the team got up to riding around on the truck. It was hilarious. The meatloaf has arrived. All right, so let's talk about what's happening directly after Yellow Dog here. So we said events, and more events. It's going to be a busy month for us. There we go. Trying to get the link up here, guys. Right after our event is Irene at Muscatatuck.
Yes.
Is that in Michigan? Indiana.
No, Illinois. Illinois.
No, it isn't.
Illinois?
No, it's
Oh, no.
Indiana. It's Indiana. It's Indiana.
Is it Indiana?
Yes, I'm looking. Is it
Okay.
Indiana? All right.
Thanks, Steven, for clarifying. We appreciate you.
Well, Meadows.
You did
sorry,
spell it
Miranda,
wrong, though.
Miranda was just there.
There you
There's Indiana.
go.
Max still on.
I love and remember as a Gothic serpent. All right, so if you guys go to oplionclaws.com, it's one of the options that you guys can go through and do it. Usually, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but Irene was usually an exclusive event that you had to be vouched for in order to go to. They have opened it up for everybody now. Obviously check this site out. It looks like it's going to be a really fun event. Wiener, Skittles, myself, possibly Bash are going to this event. We are, and all of Dark Horse 6 are going, as far as I'm aware. We're going to run with Dark Horse 6 for that event on Tan.
Delta Force.
Yeah, you had to be you had to be vetted. That's what I thought.
Yep.
September 29th through October 1st, and Muscatatuck. It's going to be a fun event. I'm going to have a good time with it.
2 weekends in a row.
Hell yeah. Technically, there's another event right after that, but we're not going to talk about that event because I'm not going to that event. So, TF814. Nice, man. Task Force 814. So after that, there's another Op Lion Claw event, which is going to be Operation Thunderdome 3, which is October 20th through the 22nd. Again, you can see them on oplionclaws.com. Screen share. There we go. I meant to hide it down there. So that mall is fun. It's definitely
It'll be a lot more fun this time.
Yeah.
No, you're good, man.
Huh?
Right, responding to Stillwell. You're good, brother. No worries.
So Papa is going to be the CO for that event.
Yep.
So Wiener, myself, Skittles are going, and we are definitely going to be having a good old time messing people up.
To give anybody an idea of what my plan is, those of you who attended or saw what I did at the last Wasteland, I will be that ingrained in my character this time as well. Different character. I'm not going to be the mayor at this, but I will be that ingrained in the character as well.
I need more money so I can go to these events, man. I'm kind of pissed I'm missing these.
Well, don't you have a street corner you can work on up there?
I
Hey, listen,
Sure.
like right now,
Yep.
by the way, depending on if you're worried about flight and things like that, I'm getting the round trip from Fort Myers to Raleigh, Durham, and back. Round trip ticket is literally under $100.
On Spirit?
I've got.
Nope, Avelo Airlines.
I have very limited income right now, Papa. I'm headed back to school officially on August 21st.
Congratulations.
I'm going back for my master's.
Good
So
for you.
limited income, and then on top of that, my limited income is pretty much me working as a driver for my EMT company. And I will be also working on getting my EMT in the process.
Chris, you just got to understand when you go out there, man, you're going to have fun with us. You know, all the cool people are going to go to this one.
Need to have the will to travel.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Wiener, I can't go to the street corner. I have all my teeth.
That is now known as a fetish, by the way. Having the teeth is a fetish. So you actually would be surprised the kind of money you can pull with that. Not that I know.
So,
Papa, do we need to have a conversation after the stream?
If you're looking for financial advice, maybe. I don't know.
wow.
Just saying. Learn how to curl your lips. That's all. Just right there.
Hey.
What? Who said what? We call them Stu. We call them scrapers. See?
Don't repeat anything that Stu says on the stream.
Ever. We always get demonetized because of him.
Exactly. Demonetized. Anything that Stu says, you just say, oh, that spells demonetized.
I got us demonetized at the very end of one of the streams because I repeated one of his comments, and it was the best.
I'm familiar with fetishes. I'm a 5'1", fully grown at 5'1", 50-year-old, half Italian, half Jew. I am a built-in fetish. That's exactly what I am.
You're claiming you're 5'1" now?
Oh yeah,
That's
and
a
I haven't
stretch.
shrunk. That's right where I'm. Thank God, no osteoporosis right here.
I don't know if I believe that one there, Chief.
Not yet, at least. I'm fighting that one with everything I got. Oh shit!
So,
I'll
if
bring
you
you
guys
some
are
oat milk.
interested in doing a mall game, definitely check out Thunderdome 3.
For sure, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Well, not just that, but I think this is one of the last games they're going to be able to pump out this year at the prison, at the mall, because I think they're going to be doing some work or something on it. So I know they're trying to push some stuff out, So if you guys are looking to do it, what's up, Rando Mando?
I'm probably not going to be able to hit Thunderdome until probably Thunderdome 4 or 5, which kind of beats me a little bit.
They might not have it at all.
If they do,
Yeah.
I should say.
Hey, Buck, if I win the lottery this week, you're coming.
Heard.
Papa Wiener. That's tonight, too.
What's that?
The Mega Millions is tonight.
Oh.
Yep.
I got my tickets.
Yeah, we got to end the stream at 9:30. Sorry, guys.
We end at 9 anyway.
No, we usually end at 10, but we're ending it at 9:30 because I gotta go run and grab my tickets. 850 million. Hey, look, I know it's just throwing away my money, but you can't win if you don't play, right?
That's true, and you'll probably throw it away in something stupid anyways, like bobbleheads or.
Look, I would just say the collection has gotten bigger, but that's because my
there is
awesome
more out there.
Yeah,
Look at
my
that.
awesome fans have actually sent me a couple more.
So you got a lot of duplicates, I see.
No, I don't. I only have one duplicate. It's the Suicide Squad Joker. So the one thing I have a duplicate of is something I really didn't want to begin with.
If Tubbs wins, he's got plenty of food. He's good to go.
Oh man. So those are those events. Papa, do you got anything you want to announce yet? All right.
No, let me check.
No, I'm just going down the line. So
Nope. Yeah. Maybe tomorrow.
Our fingers are crossed.
So close, man. It's.
Damn.
So the next one that we are really looking forward to, where is it? There it is. Oh, it says detail soon. Is an AMS event called Blockade in Arcadia, Florida. AmericanMilsim.com/events. There's not much that's stated on here for Blockade yet, but that's one that we're really excited for because Arcadia is at a facility that's down here in Florida. So it's going to be relatively
Coming
local.
to Florida.
Yes, it is going to be hot as balls then soon. People are asking, well, how hot is it in Florida in November and December? Last year for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I was in my swimming pool. It was like 90. It was like 90 degrees on Christmas Eve and like 89 on Christmas Day.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're talking Southwest Florida. Yeah, it's Florida.
Yeah,
there's 12 days in the entire year where it gets cool or cold. There you go, and they're not all consecutive. So
no, you might get 2 or 3 days in a row, and that's like a good day.
It's usually around February too.
I'm a native Floridian too. Everybody else is tourists. Get the hell out of my state.
I'm a New York transplant.
Yes, you are. I'm really looking for that one because that site is also huge. I hope that they have vehicles there, so that way it can offset some stuff. And I would love to be able to bring out the battle bus and the rat-a-tat and the gun truck running. And if the battle bug is done in time, do the battle bug too. That's why you don't piss off the Amazon reason.
Christ.
He was there for the chat. He saw what you said. I'm a native. Get the hell out of my country. All right, Uncle Ben.
Florida is its own country.
It is. We're special down here.
Yeah, the rest of the country thinks so too.
It was funny because I was.
Well, it's made to sound like the rest of the country. It's only California and New York that are having a problem with us.
I was talking to somebody on my trip home yesterday, and I'm driving, and then we're talking about how he's going to come to Florida. He goes, "Yeah, I'm going to have to conceal carry and everything else." I was like, it's not that bad." He goes, "Y'all are crazy down there." I was like, he goes, "It's hot as hell down there." I was like, you're used to this. This is not that hot. I mean, it's a little hotter than. Yeah.
Yeah, the heat down here, honestly, at its hottest, anywhere else in the country at its hottest,
that-
it's not much worse. We just have it more consecutively and for longer. That's
Okay.
really it.
And that's why you guys had the
All right,
bath
I'll
salts
bring the trash
craze.
cans back. Thanks.
Well,
That was a long time
no, we
ago,
had
though.
the
That
bath
was almost
salts
3
because
years
that's
ago,
just
4 years
fun.
ago.
What?
Let's be honest.
Right where the Gardine is.
Nothing tastes better than somebody's
The
face.
one in the pot,
Right.
there's some
Nummy nummy.
red, purple.
Mm.
That was what, 4 years ago now?
Okay.
That happened?
Oh God, it was longer than that. The bath salts epidemic, that was longer than
Okay.
It was just before COVID, wasn't it?
So
Think about
when
it, that's the Joker.
your mom comes in for to talk about like give you food and stuff, my mom
Right.
comes in and talks about stuff the chores I have to do.
Because I'm too pooped to do it myself.
The slam really sends it home.
What do you got to do now, Mark? You got to go clean her toilet out? She's clogged again?
No. It's she was out there pulling weeds with her plants and all
Oh,
that. So she
God.
left me a couple big piles to go clean up. So hey, look, it's at that time in Florida where it's still light out, but it's actually just under 98 degrees, so it actually feels nice.
Right. Oh,
So-
man, I ran out of chips. Shit.
Chores in your
Chores
own
in your own
house.
house.
Yeah, you love it.
Oh, trust me, when this stream ends and the wife gets home, I have to have her help me lift the washer dryer back onto the pedestals so that way we can do laundry and shit. It's
TK.
story for another time. So what were you guys gonna ask me about pre-COVID or whatever?
Oh, we're talking about the bath salts.
Oh, that was way
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, where we legitimately had people eating people's faces.
Yeah. Remember when the dude ate the dude's faces? The face. Yep. It's only hell when you're in a juggernaut suit.
We're a special breed down here, man.
I cannot wait. I gotta put that latch on my door.
Special inbreed.
Oof.
Spending money I don't have.
And now I keep making money that I don't have time to spend.
Cora.
That's a good thing, though.
What's that?
I said I'm making money I don't have time to spend it.
No, that's trade.
Um,
All the boob machines keep breaking. I always say keep breaking. They're due for their monthly or 6-month checkups and all that stuff.
oh,
Might have to go back and manual inspections.
That's correct.
Wiener's all over that. And I was like, hey, I don't need a machine for this.
I gotta watch that too.
My face is delicacy in Jacksonville.
Miami, actually, but
Like me being Floridian, a lot of times really does affect how people like try to start stuff with me. Did I tell you, Papa or Wiener, what happened at the airport?
No. Oh, this was you recently. That's right.
Yeah,
Didn't
so
you
I
get up on a
flew
plane by yourself and you got to sit in first.
almost. What's up, Coach? No, almost. My flight from Philly to Altoona, there's only 5 of us on the plane. So as soon as I realized that, I can sit anywhere, right? She goes, yeah. I ran right back to the exit row. So when the flight attendant goes on there and starts doing the thing, she goes, the flight crew will be asking people in the exit lanes if you're able to perform the duties of the exit row. And I'm just sitting there like this with my thumb up in the air. And he's like, yeah. So maybe some other people, especially a few people up in Pennsylvania, can correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Philadelphia supposed to be the city of brotherly love?
it hasn't been that in 50 years. Probably more.
So let me tell you what happened when I went to go fly out of Fort Lauderdale, right? So the night before, I went to bed at like 3 a.m. I was woken up at 8 a.m. So I only got like a few hours of sleep, right? So I get dressed, go to the airport, get some lunch, and then it's like, all right, 25 minutes before we're supposed to board, I'm going to go and sit by the gate. So I walk into the gate, and there's a row of like 7 empty seats. So I go to sit down, and the guy goes, "Hey man, my wife's sitting there." Okay, so I go to sit in the next seat. Oh, my daughter's sitting there. I go to sit in the next seat. My son's sitting there. Now I'm getting agitated, right? He goes, "Look, man, all those seats are taken by my family." Now there's a kid sitting next to him, his other son, who was in a switch, had headphones on, and was wearing a Deadpool shirt. The Deadpool shirt's important, right? So I said, for fuck's sake, just like that, just really low. I didn't say it loud, and I just walked around to the next row of chairs. I go to sit down, and I said, and the guy goes, "Hey man, my wife's sitting here." I was like, so I look up, and there's this other guy sitting here. So I looked up, I was like, "Is there an imaginary person sitting in your seat?" And he goes, "No, man, you're okay." He watched me have the interaction with the guy because you have this big dude in a Hawaiian shirt that looks like this, walking from seat to seat to seat, being denied. So I sit down. The dad gets up, walks over to me, and I'm just sitting back like this, just like looking at my phone. And he goes, "Excuse me." I look up and I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "You said the F word." And he goes, "He actually said, you said in front of my son, my 7-year-old son." I was like, okay. Now I'm going to pause right here and tell you there's one place in the US where it's really safe to say whatever the hell you want because you're going to have a fair fight because there are no weapons involved. It's at an airport. So, and I look up at him and I said, "All right, so freedom of speech." Now, mind you, he said the F word, and there's a kid not 5 seats behind him off to the right. And he goes, "Really? That's what you're going to say?" I was like, "Yeah, freedom of speech. Bye." The guy sitting next to me is trying his damnedest. He's got a book open, and he's trying his damnedest not to laugh out loud. But I can see over, he's doing, and I was like, "What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You want to get on a no-fly list? What are you going to do? Go back to your seat. Bye." And he goes, and he can't even function with a complete sentence. He goes, and he starts walking away. He's glaring at me. So then he's the next row over, talking to his wife. Finally showed up, right? But there's still 6 seats. There's still 6 seats open, which I'm looking at. And I clearly said, and I point. I said, "Look, all those seats are still open." To the guy that's sitting right next to me. He goes, "Wouldn't it be funny if he's sitting next to you in a plane?" I was like, "Oh my God, that'll be hilarious." I was like, "But I'm in 8E." He goes, "No way, I'm in 8D." I was like, "So we're becoming best friends here, right?" So then he's still glaring at me, and he's like this with his book. He hasn't turned a page since we started talking. He has not turned a single page. He's not reading. He's just trying not to engage the other guy. And here's me being me, like, I'm not gonna let you get away with this shit. I'm gonna confront you. I don't care. But I'm so chill about it. I'm literally leaned back in the chair, hands out, and I'm playing Gardenscapes on my phone. And I look up, I was like, "Oh, I could do the crazy eyes too. Look." Like that. And he comes walking back over. It's like, "What are you gonna do? Get yourself on a no-fly list? Are you gonna go tell on me? You're gonna go tattle? That's gonna be great. Go tattle. Why don't you?"
Tattle.
Now the guy next to me goes, "If you're an air marshal, you can't tell me if you're an air marshal, right?" And I said, "No." And he goes, "Are you an air marshal?" I go, "No." He goes, "You're not an air marshal?" I said, "No." Now,
Victor, why are you trying to kidnap me?
he goes, so he goes and gets like one of the airline guys. He comes walking over, and I go, and just before the guy gets me, I was like, "Look, I'm gonna stop you right there, man." I was like, I pointed over there, and at this point, the daughter showed up, so there's still 5 empty seats. I was like, he said his imaginary family sitting all over there in those seats. Nobody's sitting in any of those seats, and it's like 8 minutes to boarding. He goes, "Well, he said you cursed." I said, "Look, man," I said, underneath my breath, right? I was like, and he goes, "You said, well, you said in front of a 7-year-old." I was like, "Is it against the law?" And he goes, "No." I was like, look at our body language right now. I'm sit back, I'm chill, I'm playing a game. Look at him. He's standing there like a caged animal with his fist balled, and he's walking back and forth. I was like, who do you think is the aggressor here? And then I was like, and on top of that, I don't care what he says to you. His kid is wearing a Deadpool shirt. And it's the Deadpool from the movie, right? So that means he's seen the movie. So even if he saw the PG-13 rated, he heard the F-bomb plus 7 other curse words with the PG version. This is stupid. I was like, whatever. So they then call boarding. And at this point in time, it was also hilarious because this woman jumps up and she runs for group 1. I turn to my new seat buddy, and I go, "That one's going to be a problem." She goes, "What do you mean?" I was like, "See how she's running? I guarantee you she's not in that group. She goes, how can you tell? I was like, because nobody that's actually in group 1 really jumps up and runs to the front of the line like that. She was in the last group 8. And because all the announcers were, it's a full flight, we're not going to have any space for carry-on. She wanted to be on there to make sure her tote got up inside the bin. So we go walking over. They call group 5. Me and my seat buddy, we get up and we start walking over there. And the dad's getting up, and he does. Now the rest of the family showed up, but the seats were still empty. 2 seats were still empty. And I turned to the boy. I was like, look, man. See, he's got 2. I was like, you better want to really check them because he's got 2 imaginary people going. Do they know? Are you sure about the imaginary people count for overbooking? And the employee's like, God, stop. And he glares at me, and he said he makes some comment to me, and I was like, no fly list. So he moves ahead of me with his family, right? And they have 7 tickets. They start scanning their tickets, and 2 of them are not working. So they tell him, you have to step back so we can get this figured out. Please step out of the way and let us get people on the plane. So, of course, I go walking by. I scan my ticket. I go, oh, look at that. My ticket worked. No, the guy that's with me, he sees the name tag on the back of my bag, and he goes, Joker, huh? He goes, I wonder how you got that name. He goes, you must be really fun at parties. And I was like, and I shit you not, I said this. I was like, for 98% of my friends, yeah, but I got this little dude that would hate every aspect of this story. I swear to God, I said it to him.
Funny, you know me so well.
I said he goes by Papa, and everybody adds the other word behind it. Smurf. He goes, dude, 5'1". So when on the flight, I was actually showing him pictures of you, and I was talking about airsoft and stuff because he swore to God, the stewardesses, the flight attendants also thought I was an air marshal because I was just such an asshole. I was just like so matter of fact. So we get in our seats, and for some reason I was, without paying for the ticket, I got put into economy plus. Awesome. I'm 1 row right behind first class. Right. So of course we're sitting there, we're talking, and he comes on with his family, and he gets stopped like right here. He's looking at me, and he makes a I was like, that's what he made some sort of comment to his wife about there's that a-hole or whatever. And I was like, I turned to the guy, I was like, and the guy was wearing a Philly shirt, right? So I was like, isn't Philly supposed to be the land of brotherly love? And the guy's like, because I said, you're from Philly, right? He goes, yeah. Land of brotherly love? He goes, no. He goes, and he's in D. I'm in E. I'm in the bitch seat. And he goes, bro, I really think I want to switch seats. I was like, he's not going to. And I said it just like this. He's standing right there. I was like, he's not going to throw a punch because he doesn't want to end up on the no-fly list, being far away from home, right? He's not going to do anything to jeopardize having to stay in the hellhole that is Florida right now with Florida man. So he moves forward. Now he's standing behind me. He goes, you're not worried he's going to punch you in the back of the head? I was like, again, no fly list. I mean, I had my phone ready on video with my finger over the red button, because if he would have started really going, I was just going to hit it I was like, because last thing he wants to be that dude on TikTok, on YouTube,
viral,
going viral, starting a flight on a plane, all because somebody said, for fuck's sake, under their breath by their kid. So he then said, so when he said asshole, I said, well, that's the second curse word. And then he goes, you're an effing mother effing prick. And I was like, ooh, there's 4 more. So we're up to 6 now. I was like, and the guy literally is behind, like sitting next to me. He goes, dude, we need to switch seats until the boarding's done. I was like, whatever, man. I was like, he ain't going to do shit. And all of a sudden, from behind me, this woman comes, like, he walks further down. And then I said, he's like, calling me an a-hole. He's an a-hole. All of a sudden, this woman comes up behind me, like right in between the seats. She goes, sir, my daughter's right here. So I turn around, I look back. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. And she goes, and the daughter, without skipping a beat, says, it's okay. I heard that last night because my dad talked about that mother effing Phillies throwing the game or throwing a call or something like that. And she said it flat out, and we died. She was about 12. And the mother's like, they cracking a grin and all that. She goes,
oh, so mom was like,
yeah. And the guy that was sitting in F also saw the interaction inside the thing. So it's like becoming a talk of the plane.
Yeah.
So we go through, we're talking all this stuff. They still think I'm an air marshal. They don't believe I'm just an airsofter. And they're going through and doing this stuff. Because the guy goes, you got to be an air marshal. And I kept reaching into my pocket when I realized what they were talking about, acting as if I was grabbing a badge for when Jackass was doing stuff. So he goes, Joker's an emotional terrorist. So we're going through. So the plane is up in the air. We get to our cruising altitude, and with the way American works is that front of the plane, that lavatory up there, that's only for first class and business, in economy plus and business, right? If you're not, you have to go to the back of the plane. Well, all of a sudden he comes walking up. They're doing beverage service, and she's already at seat row 7, and the cart's right there, and he's trying to get past the cart to go to the bathroom. She goes, "Sir, what are you doing?" And he's like, "I need to go to the bathroom." She goes, "Sir, you can't come up here. This is only for business, economy plus, and first class. So rows 10 to 1 can use this one. You have to go to the back of the plane." He goes, "There's a long line back there." And of course, I looked back there. There was 10 people that were in line to go to the bathroom. And I was like, that sucks to you to have to go to the back of the bus. He whips around and I just go, "No flight assist." And I reach into my pocket again. And he's like, and he's glaring, and he goes, because he's giving her a hard time. And you three know I don't take well to service people being treated like shit.
I know.
Yeah.
But we've been there.
Unless they truly deserve it, right? You have to get to a certain level. So it's like back of the bus. I was like, go on to the back, go on. And he walks away, and he says again, "Effing a-hole." So I call back, "That's 8. The flight attendant comes up to me and she goes, "God," she goes, "the story of because they were already talking about what happened inside the terminal," and she's like, she goes, "All right, I didn't think," she goes, "I thought you were just egging him on." She goes, "But he is a jerk." She already hands me one soda, and she's handing me another one. And I'm like, I'm looking at this like that, and she goes, "Man, it must be really thirsty. You must be really thirsty to have to keep this up." I said, "Sure." So she hands me another drink. She goes, "You got to go to the bathroom?" Now, mind you, he's only about halfway back to the plane. It's like, I don't mind if I do. I get up and I walk right to the front lap.
You walk to the front or the back? Right by
I went right to the front. I went to the first class side, man. So now, when I mentioned the lady before, here's the important factor of it, right? We go to land. We're pulling up to the gate. As soon as the plane stops, the only thing you hear is footsteps charging up the plane. So now I took my glasses off because I thought the guy was going to come up and hit me now because he's home. It was the blonde lady. All of a sudden, you see this blonde streak go running to the front of the plane. The flight attendant goes, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I got to catch my connecting flight." We're a half hour early. And she ran to the front of the plane so damn fast to get out the doors, right? So as there was a brief argument, the fasten seatbelt sign comes off, the door gets up, and everybody stands up and floods the aisle. From the back of the plane, you go, "Ma'am, you forgot your purse. You forgot your bag." And she goes, "Pass it up." And the guy goes, "Nah, it'll be here on the seat for you."
That's funny.
So she tries to go backwards. And my seat partner, my seat buddy, he took a badge from me. He goes, "Where do you think you're going?" He's like, "You ain't going past me." She goes, "Come on." And then the flight attendant goes, "Ma'am, you need to wait outside until we disembark the plane, and then you can go get your bag." So they made her wait outside.
Oh my God.
That's what you get.
So that was my fun experience. And then, of course, we go to my next flight, and I have all this open space. And then that flight attendant gives me a free drink, alcoholic drink. So it was a great flight. It was a great trip up, man. I was dead tired, but highly entertained with that guy.
I don't even know where to begin, so I'm not gonna.
Come on.
I just. Yeah. As it stands, for the most part, I've never had most of the experiences you've had, and that's a good thing. Normally, I would say something like when I have that conversation with people, they say, "I've never done that before. I can't believe you did that." Yes, it's usually because I was drunk and she was pretty. That's when it comes to you. I've never had those interactions before because
you know why?
Because you seek them out. That's why.
I don't seek them out. They
You
just
do
have-
seek them out.
Him.
You
gotta have a certain level of comedic
Waffle
relief for
House
that.
thing, or whatever that place was right next to Carolina, the Carolina Inn when that whole thing went down with the guy with the gun and all this other. Yeah,
Mike.
Yes,
Your
you
mic
did,
down again.
Coach.
my off
There.
quiet.
Better.
Yeah, the Carolina Inn. It was the Waffle. Was it the Waffle House or was it the Huddle House next door?
The Huddle House, yeah.
Yeah, where that whole thing almost went down nasty.
And
And you were in the middle of that.
Future was that's because if I didn't step up, something bad was going to happen, and a lot of us probably would have gotten hurt, because of the way it was going. But that's what I do. I stand up and I just and even then when the cops showed up, I threw that waitress and the manager right under the bus, man, because if they would have done what was appropriate, like, you really think this dude was coming there and put a pink hair inside of the food when he has no pink hair on his head, but the cook certainly does. Because he wanted to get his money back for half the food, whatever. I'm a big guy that look for us. Well,
No.
I just don't take it. That's the thing. If I see something, I say something. Especially, usually it revolves around when I see service people being treated like shit. They can't say anything, but I can.
Now that
Yeah,
I've done, and I've actually done it fairly recently. And,
I did it 2 weeks ago.
But
Right after I got called a racist by the manager, or the
you had
supervisor.
an entire, you were a part of this guy's life for a while. This was not just.
I am so sure I was so in his head, because he's probably like, I'm gonna beat that guy's ass. I'm gonna kick his ass. If I see him outside the airport, I'm gonna beat the shit. He's probably saying all this stuff in his head, right?
And by the way, hang on. So Tubbs, I have to tell you, it's not got nothing to do with. I speak to Joker on the phone. Used to speak to him every day. We're probably 2-3 times a week coming up on getting back to that.
Yeah, because he doesn't call me back.
Well, I'm busy.
You want to talk when you take 6 hours to respond to a text.
Me?
Yeah, you.
This every time I'm on the phone with him, 75% of the time he's in the truck. Of that 75% of the time he's in the truck, 95% of the time he hits the horn at least once. I don't even know if the horns in my cars work. I've never had to hit them, ever. I don't hit my horn. It's unnecessary. Not only does he hit the horn, he instructs people how to properly drive as he goes around them over curbs and things of that nature.
I don't go over curbs.
You have
Fuck off
done
with
it.
that.
You have done it. You had to do a U-turn. You were upset. You went over a curb in a U-turn in a place where otherwise I would have to go all the way down the block. I don't remember where it was, but it was probably you getting food, which is usually what happens. You're hangry or something, and that's why you end up beeping at people. I don't know what it is, but that's just what it is. I didn't say he's an aggressive driver. I just think that these moments are required in his life, much like those of us that need to eat and breathe and drink. This is required for you.
So
I like the lawnmower in the drive-through.
Wiener, your mic's really far.
Lawnmower drive-through.
Yeah, that was. See, most people when they said that, there's another video. I got to pull the lives off of Facebook from when I was pushing the lawnmowers and I was antagonizing the cops because, tell me you wouldn't get pissed off if you're minding your own business, riding your lawnmower, and you use the crosswalk to cross safely, and you go from the crosswalk. You have to go up on the sidewalk for a second and go to the dirt, and
Just
a cop
so you
pulls
know,
up
I
on you
never
like it's
put myself in
GTA
that
5. Mom's behind you. He literally came into oncoming traffic, lights and sirens blaring, came out of the car, I swear to God, before it even stopped,
Sure. The strawberries.
with his hand on his gun for a dude riding a lawnmower.
You
All
could have been
because-
on meth or bath salts. He doesn't know.
He's got you there.
But when he pulled up, and I was like, he goes, turn off the thing. I turned it off. I was like, yo, bro, what's the problem? At that point in time, he should have de-escalated, but no, he's just going full tilt.
You were riding a riding lawnmower down the road,
Which is
You
totally
were-
legal. which is totally legal in the state of Florida.
Yeah, legal, absolutely.
It has headlights and it has
It's
reflectors.
just
But didn't have a
because
tail-
something
didn't
is
have a tag.
legal doesn't mean it's not sketchy. Pause.
Well,
We were previously having a conversation about bath salts before. You may recall that. Florida being known for every drug on the planet,
all right.
and for open carry in some areas, and for
It's open carry in all areas now.
constitutional carry, and everything
Hey,
else under the sun.
okay, that's fine.
No,
I
it wasn't
understand
drunk.
that point.
That's what made it worse.
Joker,
He
you can
pulls
look
into
up Florida Man on any single date.
I know.
throughout
I'm a
the
Florida Man
calendar
article.
year.
I'm a
And-
Florida Man article. I understand this because I got 4 tickets for that stop.
Instead of so.
No, actually, it was all tossed out by the judge. The judge berated the shit out of the deputy for pulling me in for complete and total nonsense. Like, he made up tickets and said you could fight it in court. One of the tickets were no headlights. So I turn on the tractor when it automatically turns on bright headlights. He said there was no rear reflector or tail lights. I was like, what's this big red triangle then? And he goes, because he already had the tickets written.
Have you
He
ever
kept me there,
considered-
detained.
And hear me out. There's
Not 1, but 3. The second cop did the same move he did into oncoming traffic, lights on, when I'm already stopped. And then the third guy, at least that officer, made a proper turn and stopped appropriately. The third guy, he and I actually had a good conversation. I was like, let me guess, nothing's really going on in Cooper City right now, Broward, because it's the Broward County Sheriff's Office. I was like, is your Sarge a little bit pissy because I got in front of him on the line for Wendy's? Because that's what happened. I got into the drive-through lane. And the drive-through people said it was the best thing that happened to him. You can hear it in the video in a long time. And none of it was illegal. But this cop decided it was going to be illegal. So then I said, he goes, well, you better start pushing. You better call a tow truck. I was like, man, if I didn't spend $150 for the delivery fee when I bought this thing 2 hours ago, what makes you think I'm going to spend $150 now? I'm 2 miles from home.
Mark's
You
a
want
magnet.
sauces?
He loves bringing the trouble.
there's a couple of
want
phrases I'm going to help you out
Come
with.
on.
These are free. You can have these for free.
Come on.
Give them right to you. My bad.
No,
my
I was.
apologies.
Hold on.
I'm
Hold on.
sorry.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, really? Any one of these you can
No,
use at any
yeah.
given time that will de-escalate a situation.
I was
As
being.
opposed to
Hold on.
your favorite phrases, things such as "What are you going to do about it?" That doesn't de-escalate a thing. That actually increases it a little bit.
No, hold on. When it comes to
Fuck on
officers,
you,
I am always respectful, even if I disagree with the fact that they're pulling me over. I do not chew off cops, and I try to be respectful as possible because I don't feel like being detained longer. Like, I really don't. You can say you.
I'm sorry. He came around,
More content.
pulled you over, and what was the first thing you said to him?
Oh, I was like, no. When he had his hand on his gun, I was like, when he came into oncoming traffic. And people are blaring their horns, and I'm on the sidewalk, and he pulled up and he jumped out. I was like, yo, what the fuck? That's what I said.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, and he has his hand on his gun. He goes, turn it off. I was like, I turned it off, right? And I was like, yo, what's the problem? And he goes, you're driving on sidewalks. I was like, I'm on the grass, because I was literally on the grass at that point. I used the ramp to go up. And then he goes, what are you doing? I was like, I'm riding my tractor home. I just bought it from Lowe's. He goes, all the way out past 75. I was like, yeah, I'm just riding it home. I was like, I live 2 miles up the road. I don't want to pay it. I was like, this is legal. I could drive it on the grass. That's what I'm doing. He goes, you were in the street. I was like, yeah, but I was like, yes, I did. Yeah, I went through the crosswalk. He goes, so he was so mad because he was inside the thing. When the second cop did the same maneuver he did, forcing traffic to slam on their brakes because he went right behind the other officer in the oncoming traffic, I went, whoa, because he didn't have his siren on, just his lights. And I was like, and then the third guy comes through, and I was like, at that point, I knew I was getting a ticket, so I gave him my driver's license. And then he has his hand on his gun, and he's about to unholster. It's like, yo, what? He goes, I don't know if you're armed. I'm wearing. Now you're gonna make a comment. I know you are. I'm wearing a wife beater and a pair of gym shorts. and shoes. So I step up and I take my pants and I whip them all the way out. And I went like that. I was like, I have nothing on me
He looks
except
like
for
the
my
typical bath
burger
salts guy.
and this. And I was like, here's my driver's license.
Can you?
So that
It
part, look,
occurs to me that so a lot of people in this world have a wonderful ability to be introspective. They can look inside themselves and see themselves, and it's a wonderful thing to be able to have. But you know what also is good is the ability to be I don't know if it's an actual word, but outrospective, be able to see who you are from the outside. Can you imagine, just for a moment, what you looked like and what might have been going through their head? First of all, it had headlights, it had taillights, it had all that. It means it was legal to be on the road. But it can't be on traffic because of the speed that it travels.
no, that's
On
wrong.
the grass,
Wrong.
on the grass, it can't go in a bike lane. On the
No,
grass,
by Florida state law, because I
Uh-huh.
looked this up while he was trying to write me. He
Yeah,
didn't know what
me
ticket
too.
to write me up for. He didn't.
you were cutting other people's grass without their permission.
Oh, dude, I'll get to that in a minute. That was great.
It's not, it's not
hold
the
on.
point.
No,
You
no,
never got to that point in the first place.
no. I'll tell you the interaction that happened with this guy, because this cop, he did not know what he's pulling me over for, except for the fact that he didn't like what I was doing. Right? I wasn't breaking a law in Davie, in Broward County, in the state of Florida. You could ride a tractor anywhere that is not a highway.
How often do you see people riding their lawnmowers down the road in the middle of the night?
Actually,
In a white beater shirt and cholo pants.
It wasn't the middle of the night. It was only 7:00 at night.
Still, it's dark out.
It was dark out. But
Do
it's
you
not
not, wait,
the
wait,
first.
do you
Hold
not
on.
see that?
Hold on. Hold
Do
on.
you not see that?
Hold on.
Picture
I
it.
thought when driving by, I go, wonder what
We
he's on.
painted the
Wonder what
picture
he's
very
drinking.
well. You're driving a mower at night down the road, now through other people's grass, dressed.
No, on the swale. No. On a public swale, you could do that too. Because
Whether you can do it or not, I'm asking if you can see it. Can
No.
you picture it?
the fact that hold
Somebody-
on. All right.
Do you
By
have
your
any
Nick Clark's
artist,
down there crying. In
any
the
Hold on.
artist in the
I'm
can you-
dying here.
can you just draw it up for me real quick?
Oh,
You would look like we need to make a patch of
wait,
this.
hold on. I
So
need
you
to.
can see it from the outside.
I gotta.
I would have shot you. I don't care. I would have shot you.
What was mad was because I noticed him inside at the drive-through. Right, he was there. If he would had such a problem with it, he could not have pulled me over inside of private property. Right, so he couldn't pull me over at Wendy's. What he should have done was put his lights on and put his speaker on and say, "Hey, stop what you're doing right now. I need to talk to you." And I would have stopped. It would have been fine. It would have been all good. And hold on, one second. Pull it up so people can see what we're actually talking about here. But he's the guy's interaction from the start. I'm sorry, but there was no immediate threat that he had to go into oncoming traffic with and pull the maneuver. Same thing with the secondary guy, because the first guy was there and it was a solid 45 seconds to a minute. 45 seconds to a minute before the second cop did the same maneuver. Like the second deputy did the same maneuver. So when he's sitting there having an interaction with me, I can understand. All right, look, I understood what it looked like, but I am coherent. I don't have because he had his light in my eyes and everything, and my eyes are not dilated. They're reacting, and I'm like, bro, I just bought it, and I had the receipt right beside me. I was like, I just bought the tractor. I'm just driving it home. That's why I was driving on the grass. I went through this because I could drive on the road. I wanted to be safe. I'm driving on the grass, which is also legal. So, and then the others go through, we do the whole thing. And then what happened was I had paid a ticket, but the freaking state of Florida suspended my driver's license because they didn't. So get this. Hold on. No.
Wait, stop there 1 second. Was it Tubbs who said, big guys? That's your whole life. I paid a ticket, but it's
I paid the ticket.
whole life consists of
My license
what?
was suspended. And the great thing was the email was right on my phone. He refused to look at it. So he didn't give me a ticket for driving a suspended license because you can't get a ticket for that driving a tractor. But he gave me a ticket for presenting a suspended ticket, suspended license. And I was like, a knowingly suspended license. I didn't know it was suspended. How I know it was suspended? Because look, I just paid the ticket 2 days ago. And they suspended my license that day. How is this my fault? And then
That's your life.
the
You
third
should have
sheriff,
known.
the third sheriff deputy that showed up, he was the guy that pulled me over was the sergeant. Sergeant James was his name, and mind you, it just gets even better. Hold on, listen. Somebody sits right to the story. That's great.
In the hour and a half we've been on this stream, within that time frame, you also mentioned that somebody peeled the sticker off the license plate on the bus. These things don't happen to normal people.
Yeah, they do. That's why you're supposed to.
Nothing. No, they happen
In chat, how many times have you
time.
seen somebody, especially if you're up north in the Tweakerville? So for those of you
the time
that are wondering what we're talking about,
just driving my tractor. Just driving my tractor.
I was just leaving the store.
They wanted me to charge me $150 to take my tractor to my house. Man, I made $150 on the way home mowing lawns. So much for that shipping charge. So right now, I am really, really hungry.
All right, oh wait, there's another part of the story, right?
Going the wrong way. Look at you going the wrong way. The arrow.
I'm crossing. Look. There's another very important part of the story, right? Where my wife has to take blame for this. So,
Deflection now. Got it.
Oh, no, it's not deflection. I'm going to call her in here and she'll admit to this. All right. My wife is the sane one in our household. You guys would agree with this, right? Wiener, Papa, you two would agree. Buck is just dying over here. Buck's like, I'm done.
I don't even know what to say at this point.
Sane is a very loose term because she's married to you for many, many years.
Okay, but she actually does not have the insane ideas I do. So when I'm driving home, she goes, "Hey, honey, are we waiting for you to cook dinner, or are you hungry?" I say, "I'm hungry." She then says, "You should totally go to Wendy's and go through the drive-thru." She put that idea in my head. My wife was the bad decision fairy, and I totally took her up on that.
I don't believe that.
There's so many.
You don't believe it?
I believe
you don't
it.
Believe it?
I believe. No, I believe that she said
it.
No,
hold on. I'm gonna go grab her right now. I'm gonna tell her to come to my office.
I believe it.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
And I'm just driving my tractor. Since I'm on a motor vehicle, I'm of course going to go through the drive-thru lane. How much?
Thank you.
No problem. I just bought it, so. Somebody didn't like the fact I was in the Wendy's drive-thru.
So the cop said I couldn't drive my lawnmower anymore, not even on the grass against the law. They're saying that driving a lawnmower on the grass is against the law. So they said I need to have somebody come pick it up. Kiss my ass. 2 miles from home, I'm pushing this bitch.
I don't know if you guys can see this, but I think one of the sheriff's officers actually up ahead at the light in the left-hand lane or right-hand lane. So in other words, they're wasting their time by making sure I push this home 2 miles. The only reason why I'm not driving it right now, because that's not big enough for me to drive on. So I'm off the sidewalk. But I'm going to show them. I'm going to turn this into an Olympic sport, tractor pushing.
Just driving my tractor. Just driving my tractor.
So, Wiener, she will not come on camera admit to this, but she is going to text you to admit of what she did, what she said. She said, and I quote, "But I was joking. It doesn't matter if you're joking or not, honey. You said it, so I did it."
How do I know it's her texting? And
Well,
not
I'll have her call you and admit to it. She's just not going to do it on the stream. So
I could find 400 different things on the internet that tell me it's a great idea to go do.
So when he goes through all this, right, and he comes out with the tickets, he can't give me a ticket for driving on a suspended license. Instead, what he does is he gives me a ticket for knowingly
Wait, was that
possessing.
his wife? Couldn't tell with air.
I was in a red shirt. Yeah, I know. I thought it was a white beater, but it was one of my workout shirts. That's before I was wearing the Hawaiian shirts, guys. You actually,
What year was
So
that?
he goes, so I was like, all right, whatever, man. So the next one was the no headlights. I was like, what's this? The third deputy was like, he goes like that. He goes, really, man? Like, that's exactly what he did. He's tilted his head sideways. He's like, I was like, then what's this red thing? And I keep turning to that guy. And he's like, and he actually says, Sergeant James, you must really got under your skin, huh? Because then the fourth ticket was riding a motorized vehicle on a sidewalk. And I said, so let me get this straight. When they're out here cutting the lawns, they're not allowed to navigate the bump in the curb in the road by going through the ramp to go on there. I expect you out here tomorrow when they're cutting the grass. So then when it comes time, they give me the tickets. I was like, am I free to go? They go, you're free to go. So I take it and I go to get on the tractor. He goes, what the hell do you think you're doing? I was like, he goes, you better call a tow truck. I was like, I didn't pay $150 to get it shipped to my house. I'm not paying $150 now. I'm going to push it to the grass, and then I'm going to ride on the grass because you can't get me for the swale. And then they conferred. The three of them conferred, and they come back with, you can't ride a motorized vehicle on the swale. I was like, fine, I'll engage the blades, and I'll mow the entire way up and the entire way back. They then conferred again, and they come back with, that's destruction of public property. The other side of the street was the Montessori, and I said, I'll just mow that. And they go, you don't have permission. That's that's trespassing. I was like, you can't trespass me if I have not been warned or trespassed from the Montessori. So he's like, so he goes, do you ride up there and you're getting arrested? He goes, you better call a tow truck. I kicked the push release. I was like, you see that light right up there? That light you saw it in the video where I said, you see that up there? That was the line between Cooper City and Davie. Broward County Sheriff's Office services Cooper City. They don't service Davie. And I said, you see that line up there? I'm going to push it up to that light, and then I'm going to be on my way because you are not servicing Davie. He kicks, and I literally mean kicks his door closed. He goes, what does that say right there? At the bottom, it says Cooper City on it. It says Broward County Sheriff. I said, it says Cooper City right there. He goes, it says Broward County. I could do anything inside of Broward. I was like, all right, let's go. So then I start pushing. I do that video. Then I go live on Facebook. And when I go live on Facebook, it gets even better because now I really am antagonizing this one sheriff's officer, this one supervisor. Is like, you mean to tell me that there's no other crime going on in Cooper City right now? You got to harass a guy with a tractor that is doing nothing wrong, nothing illegal. You really have no life.
We're still on this?
Come
on, dude.
It's almost over. So as I'm going, I see him down there. The reason why that video ends is I went live and then I turned on the headlights. He puts his lights and he comes racing up only to see me still pushing behind it and laughing with the camera going like that. The people that were watching me do this stayed on live for 2 hours as I pushed this lawnmower the extra mile and a half. As soon as I hit 70th, which is a private road, I jumped on that bitch and went full beat. I was like, I wanted to come rolling up on me on 57th Street because that's a totally private road that we own. I was like, come after me, bro. But they didn't.
You know, I just realized there's people on this stream now who weren't around back when you and Battery were on the stream. And I used to talk about making you guys your own little sticks because your need to stir the pot far outweighs your need to keep the peace.
Well, when I went to court, I never seen a judge berate the hell out of a cop before. But like as soon as I go up there and I start talking to the state attorney, the prosecutor, and I was like, this was these charges are BS. And he goes, what? I was like, do you want to dismiss this now, or do you really want to go before the judge? Here are the headlights. Here's the thing back here. Here's the state statute that says that you can navigate the sidewalk to go to the grass with a lawnmower. I was like, and here's the fact that my license was never supposed to be suspended. An apology from the state of Florida. So DMV. So do you really want to go here? And he goes, yes, let's go. So I started telling this to the judge. The judge goes, is he here?
pulls him up and starts berating the shit out of the thing. Why are you wasting the court's time? Why'd you write this guy 4 tickets? This is obviously prosecutorial. And I was like, I got the video showing where he also stood at the light for about 45 minutes watching me push this thing until I turned my headlights on and he came racing down to try to arrest me again. And then she goes, "Is this all true?" I was like, "I got video proof." So
Doesn't
she goes,
this put a target on your back though with the Broward County Sheriff's Department?
"Well, here's all right. There's another part of this that also I haven't said.
Of course, there's more.
When I got pulled over and I said, I was like, bro, you really don't realize how bad this is going to be tomorrow, because I was part of the Broward County volunteer mounted posse. I was like, tomorrow you're probably going to get a phone call from a couple different people. One of them being Sergeant Maines, another one, or no, sorry, Colonel Maines, Sergeant Marks, and I name dropped a couple other people. And he goes, "It's not going to be that bad." I was like, "Oh, yes, it is." I was like, "Look, it was the first time I ever dropped. You don't know who I am, but this is going to be a problem." And he goes, "I doubt it." Oh, it was a problem. So the very next day after all this, I get all these tickets and all that. I get a phone call, right? It's Sergeant Marks. He calls me up. He goes, "Mark," and I can tell him on speakerphone. And he's like, "So I got a report here." He goes, "Were you drag racing down Sterling Road?" I was like, "What?"
Oh my God.
And I go, "No." So he's like, he's going through. I was like, "Because I got a report here that you were drag racing, tractor racing down Sterling Road," and he's like being serious and all that, right? Who's on the call? It's the deputy sheriffs. The deputy sheriffs up there on there, Colonel Maines, Sergeant Marks. All these people are on this call listening to what's going on to all this, and they're like, "What the hell did you do? We heard that you had to be chased down. That there was a police chase involved in all this." Now I'm actually like concerned because I'm thinking this is serious because I like being part of the mounted posse, and they're like, "Nope, this is a serious thing." And I'm like, "Bro, I was like, I didn't do anything." And all of a sudden I heard the snicker. I was like, I'm on speakerphone. Who's in there? And they start going through and they go, and then finally they go, "What the hell happened?" So I explained what happened. And they're like, "Oh, this is going to be fun." And I was like, "Am I in trouble?" They go, "No. Just take it to court." And I was like, "Oh, trust me, I am." And they go, "This is going to be even more fun." So when the cop berated the shit out of the when the judge berated the shit out of the cop, it was so funny to watch. And then he literally went out there. I mean, she went full tilt. She goes, "This is the most ridiculous case I've ever seen, using statutes that don't even apply, that never should be brought up." And she goes, "I only have one question." And he goes, "Well, his license was suspended." She goes, "Mr. Simmons, were you aware your license was suspended?" I was like, "I paid the ticket 2 days prior, and I got a letter here from DMV saying sorry for the mix-up." So yeah. But I don't know what you're talking about. I don't encourage this or egg this on.
45 minutes later, we're finally finished with this conversation.
I'm sorry, that entire conversation proved that you egged it on. And this is the third time you've told the story on this stream. You have 3 opportunities to go back and listen to how you egged it on.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't egg on shit.
Not at all. No clue.
Same thing on the plane.
Oh, that one I totally instigated. What are you talking about? I knew I instigated that one. That one was absolutely fantastic.
Why are we friends?
Because I bring entertainment to your life.
Is that what we're calling this?
Uh-huh.
I'd call it stress.
Yeah, no, for sure.
No, you all are full of shit.
If I was prone to gray hair, I would listen. You can count in 3 years that we've known each other. This is what's happened right here.
No. You cannot even blame that shit on me.
I didn't have it before. I did not have it before.
Just wait. That's just the beginning.
Open a store, he says. Don't worry.
You're welcome.
Backing out of the room.
There's one more, yeah.
Joker Huddle House.
I just remembered I can't call him that. Hang on. Sorry. I can call him that. I can't call him the other one.
Go up there, lay up there.
Yeah. And I warned you about that one.
I'm just saying. Well, no. Hang on.
Yes,
Nobody
I did.
warned me about that one.
Bullshit.
Nobody warned me about
bullshit.
that one.
I said,
not
I
like
said,
that. Not like
yes,
that.
I gave you the best warning I possibly could without.
No, you are my stress. That is it.
I said, I don't think it's a good idea. Are you really sure you want to do this? You said, do you trust me? And I said, it's not a matter of trusting you. I don't trust him.
is that?
Is what
Wow,
I said.
I like that.
Is that Jason? That's
Uh-huh.
The Facebook user.
That's Jason.
All right.
No,
Yeah.
that's okay.
You going, Gracie?
The irony is that the computer I'm talking to you on, never mind, I can't say that. So
People
I
are
don't
not going to be
care.
like, which guy is he talking about?
No, it's really easy to think. Yeah.
Shut up, hating an Asian. But isn't he a half-assed Asian?
Look, I'll just say it like this.
He's a
When you
big-ass
guys
Asian.
want-
Well, I knew that too, but I was just curious because his mom's not Asian.
So,
Now Steve's an old Chinaman, so yeah.
What is happening right now?
We're
Jason's mom.
trying to be demonetized for hate speech. That's what we're working on right now.
No.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Wiener just used the phrase
Stu!
Chinaman.
Use
Wiener
the phrase
just
what?
said
Oh, yeah.
Chinaman.
But that's Steve. That's what he calls himself.
Yeah. Self-identified.
Self-identified.
Really, we're only
Little-
hey, we're
little
using
old
his
Aren't you
accurate
two
pronouns,
about
okay?
the same height though, or is you? No, you're way
Yeah, they're about the same height.
Steve towers over me. You kidding me? Yeah, Steve's
That
like
whole
5'6",
extra inch.
5'5", something like that. He's huge compared to me.
I don't know. They're you all are both small to me, so I don't know which. I can't get down to that level to see which one is taller than the other one.
I love the eyebrow.
But if you guys think about it, who do you all call when you need somebody told off or told the truth to, in a way that
I can do it. I just know when to and when not to. I get on the plane and go to sleep. I help old ladies put their bags overhead. I calm people
You can
down who are
reach that
freaking out.
I was gonna say you can reach.
I can reach.
I don't believe
Now,
that.
the funny thing
I
is-
need picture proof. I need
Hang on,
photo
you were
evidence.
talking about being
Hold
in
on.
having to go into the exit row. I got to tell you something. Never am I happier to be short than when I'm on a plane. Oh my God.
I'll
Because
be
your
honest.
feet don't touch the floor, right?
Do you know how many people are happy when they see me coming to sit next to them?
Yep.
The kind of room they get?
Yep.
Mhm.
And when the plane stops and all you assholes that as soon as the plane touches ground, unbuckle and jump up, and you know you're not getting out for 15 minutes. I get to stand up, straight up and down.
Yep. Don't have to worry about
You
ducking.
guys
the hit.
Yes,
are over there
sir.
getting scoliosis. Meanwhile, I'm comfortable as all get out.
What was that?
I'm about to murder your ass.
There we
That's
go.
Sarah. There's Sarah.
Why?
Teacup.
I know things,
I know things.
and
Okay.
these things should never have been said.
What, teacups?
Yes, teacups.
I'm so glad I'm 600 miles away from you right now.
Hey, Sarah.
$5.99 in closing.
Hi, Sarah. I didn't do anything wrong. Don't attack me.
They can't hear you. You
I
can't
can hear
hear them. No, yeah, you can hear her. She can't hear you all because I got my headphones on.
Ah.
She'll watch the VOD back. I didn't do
I can't
anything
hear
wrong.
you because I'm going through a fucking dead zone.
Oh, that's painfully obvious that you're going through a dead zone. But yeah, everybody heard about teacups.
Because I heard about teacups.
That's because I talked about teacups. I told you I was going to tell everybody on the stream about teacups on Tuesday. You had your opportunity when I was in your house to hurt me, and you didn't.
Yeah, well,
Preacher said,
now that you went through with it, I'm going to hurt you.
I want to be there. I want to see the video.
I'm so glad that I'm not going to see you for like 3 months, so it's all good.
Hey, Sarah. I hope you remember.
Yeah, well, there's a jet ski in Homestead, so might be sooner rather than later, bitch.
That's fine. My door's locked, and I know how to not to come to the door. And you're too big to fit through the dog door.
Who said I don't have time to sit around
Okay.
and wait?
All right. Well, I'm in the middle of the stream right now, so
We're still
we're gonna
talking
get
about
back to.
teacups.
I could care freaking less.
She been drinking?
This is about teacups.
Love you. Bye. She's gonna call back. How the hell you hung up on me? Teacups. I must rewatch later.
Is that her new call sign?
That's what she literally. That's what she said.
Not for
Poppy
me,
gave
not.
Yes, he can make a holster for the Wii Galaxy. He gave me that was an emotional support holster. Emotional
Of course I can
support
make it.
holster.
Yeah. The best holster I've done so far was a Tech 9. Or Mac 10.
That was for what's his name?
That was for Rattler's Rage.
Rattler's Rage.
That was
Yep.
for Orlando.
I saw that he got on his stream and was bragging about it, loving every minute of it.
Dude, it was honestly, it was awesome. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this, and yeah, it was really cool to be able to get it done, and it came out nice.
I would love to give you my money for said things, but I'm broke.
You know, I'm gonna leave you with this. Stop saying that. It'll be amazing how less of that you are if you stop saying it. I promise.
I wish that I could believe that, because it's going to be like that for a hot minute for me. At least for like the next few weeks, because I don't have any income right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at this sexy beast.
And it locks in. Yep.
It feels nice. This is the one that's not working, by the way.
Where's the other one? The other holster.
I don't want to spend 10 minutes searching through all the stuff that's
Oh.
on my dining room table right now, because I had to take down an entire wall in my office. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Bob's back.
You found him in the wall, huh?
No, that was the one that's the $2,000, $10 skeleton. Because of the pistol that, Bob was a replacement for Papa's pistols that were stolen during Syndicate 1.
Ah.
And my pistols. And my MP9. They stole the guns and left that.
I remember. Did they take your underwear too?
No, they took mine.
Oh, that's right. They had a Papa underwear fetish.
Hey, I do have. I just realized I do have another announcement. The Venator, the VD, and the Spectre are all done.
Ooh.
I'll be putting them all. I'll be publishing them all up here shortly. Yep.
Let me be your security. I haven't used my Glock yet. Yeah, Jason. No. But come on, man. The story time was fun.
Yes, it was.
I'll give you it was fun, but damn, did that one last a minute.
Oh, man. So,
hey, by the way, I heard Airsoft was going to completely shut down and be taken away from us like a month ago.
Oh, no kidding.
What happened? What
I
happened?
mean, I almost got rid of all my guns.
Oh, man. I had to shut my store down and everything. I couldn't sell a thing.
boy, and you talk about me poking the bear.
No, that one's just pure idiocy.
So when I respond to pure idiocy, it's me being an idiot.
Pure idiocy.
But when you do it, it's
an
okay.
idiot. Yeah, that's yeah. You respond with idiocy. There's a difference.
It's kind of like going and getting those shots we were supposed to need all the time.
Sniff kids.
Wait, what are you on about, Wiener?
What happened?
Did Wiener just preach some anti-vax shit real quick?
Did I? Who, me? Never.
Fuck's sakes.
Not him.
For fuck's sakes.
I'm glad
now we're demonetized.
I'm glad we had the stream we had a month and a half ago, something like that.
Oh, when we talked about that whole. Yeah.
I'm glad we had the stream we had. I'm glad we said it the way we said it. I'm glad that there were the 14 people that listened, or however many people actually watched at some point, because it ran rampant all the way up and through to Evic and everyone else under the sun. Even one of my favorites and most respected, Jonathan Higgs from Airsoftology, actually published it out there too. We said sending something it won't hurt anything, but I just wish these guys had done their due diligence and actually read through it. That's all I'm saying.
And the messed up thing was, you know who got crap for all that? It wasn't you. It was me.
That's because you're you.
Yeah, that tracks.
Who you just telling?
Wait, you got crap for that?
Actually,
Is that what you said?
yeah. I got crap for that.
Why? From who?
Oh, it was a whole. Was it not really?
I didn't hear nothing
not
about
a stream, but it was a thread. A thread.
Oh,
Yeah. Because
like I said, you attract it.
Yep. Because it's you.
What if you were wrong? But I'm not wrong because I'm a manufacturer. I do my stuff. Mark Hush, not that special. You know, Jason's just trying to.
Yeah, I think he's tired.
He's going through sugar withdrawals. He's trying to lose weight, so that's.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. Yep.
He just keeps finding.
Notice I said trying.
God's sakes!
Oh, that was a good
Now
one.
he's poking the bear.
What happened?
Who's poking the bear over there?
You.
Smokey?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know which Facebook user this is because I don't think that's Steve Tom.
Mark, shush! You're not that special.
Yeah, whatever.
That's gotta be Jason.
That's Jason.
It's not though. But if it's Jason,
It's not.
he was posting on Big House Milsim,
Oh,
but it's not there anymore. He's not.
what is that?
What was that? Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, wait a second. Why is Bulldog allowed to speak? Is that Bulldog really?
Look on Facebook. See you saying it.
I'm looking right now. I'm going through all the ones because I swear to God.
Seb? No. Prove it.
Seb, you can do better than that.
It's not on the regular Facebook.
Oh. He's probably on Players Wanted.
Seb, don't make me drop you again.
Oh.
So who said? Oh, Seb, really?
Yeah, there's a video of it.
Yep.
What?
Me
Seb
dropping.
getting dropped.
I had Seb in a full thing.
Okay.
It was at Syndicate 3. I held him down and he got pied.
Oh, gotcha. Seb did.
Yeah.
Here, wait. I sent it to Joker. Play it.
I don't know where it is, man.
You get 30 seconds of whatever
I
you're
got
doing.
you, baby.
It is Seb.
Why is he Facebook user?
I don't know.
Because it's a weird tie-in that happens with Restream that people can deny allowing their names to be used. You're literally on Pew Pew at Sea. Shut up, Seb. I can see it right here.
It's sending over Facebook right now.
Not just Jason, nope.
All right.
Because Jason's not on Pew Pew at Sea. Why is my thing locked up? There we go.
Anyway.
Yeah, sure, you gave me a good run, but the end result speaks for itself.
Oh, it is Jason talking.
No, well, there's two of them.
He's on.
Jason's,
He's on the. He's on the.
Jason's on Big House Milsim, and then Seb's on Pew Pew at Sea.
Ah.
So.
You got him. I'll give you a smooch though.
Look, there's Mute helping you out. There's
what is on that
big old
I
kiss.
told Mute to get
That
off
does not look like
twice.
Seb looks like he's enjoying that.
You better send this to Cass. Oh joys! Oh joy!
Enjoy the STD.
We'll find out what's gonna happen. Nothing. Oh, you're not getting out there, Peter.
Poor Seb.
So you calm down.
Until you calm down, you ain't going nowhere.
Work it off, man. I'm proud of you. You got him.
Oh God. You know what? For all of it, this is why I love the sport. I love the sport because of
Yeah, you were.
you know, the people that are here in this channel, on this stream right now, the people that are in their comments and all that. Look, as much as we screw around, we have, as much as we rag on each other, I wouldn't ask for a better group of people.
No, not a chance.
Just like you all want me in your life so you can be entertained. I want to be that fly on the wall when I hear you guys talking about, do you see what this fucking guy did?
You don't like it, then leave.
I want to make better business partner decisions.
Who said? Is that Jason just said that?
I think so.
Yeah, it has to be Jason just said that. Yep.
Going to it now.
I was on to but it was Seb, and then F the sport has got to be Jason. And something like you leave.
Yeah, you leave. Jason. Yeah, that was Jason.
Jason. Yeah.
Jason, man, you're like slacking today with the insults and the clapbacks, bro.
I know.
Yeah,
like
he's just tired.
He's having the carb withdrawal.
Do you need a Red Bull? How about a G Subs? Oh, you're probably drinking G Fuel. You got some lead poisoning going on right now. Is that what's happening?
Oh God.
G Fuel. All right, 9:02. Got to run.
It's past your
only
bedtime.
do 2 hours now. You go more than that?
We were gonna go to like 9:30 because I'm gonna go run and grab some Mega Million tickets there.
That's right. Yeah, you got to go in a half hour. Yep, I got mine sitting on my.
Is there anything else anybody wants to talk about before we close down for the night?
I don't think so, actually.
You all suck. All right, so let's go back to the most
teacups.
Look, there's certain times in your life when you just have to say, you know what? I'll take the risk. I'll take the consequences for my actions.
I took the risk when Sarah became collateral damage.
Collateral damage. I am not collateral damage. Ow!
I'm out.
Talk to you soon. Talk to you soon, Papa.
Good time, Joker. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
I'll see you in a couple weeks. Buck, I probably won't see you for 6 months.
No, you'll see me in September.
Okay, a couple months.
Yeller dog.
All right.
He'll be trying to eat your face, but he'll see you in September.
Again with the eating the faces.
When Wiener bitch smack Wiener, huh?
Wiener bitch smack. All right, gotta go.
Bye,
man.
I'll see y'all
later.
Be good.
Oh. Shit. Oh God, this stream has been entertaining so far.
Oh yeah, it's been fun.
Chaotic, but yes.
Oh, that's Jason again.
I'm not getting involved in those discussions about one or the other, sir. But I will say that Amped Airsoft is a sponsor for Yellow Dog Incident. They are the main sponsor, main vendor for the event. And they're going to be out there with all your air fills.
And Jason's not even going to be there for it to see him.
Nope. We'll see him the next weekend.
Yep, we will.
Amped Airsoft is dope.
Can confirm.
So
Amped Airsoft was the one who sold me my first hand line for my which one was
Amped
it?
sold me my very first HPA.
My KWA Polar Star. Cutting too close and starting a new job at FedEx. That can't be Seb. Can't wait to play the new field. Yep.
I think we're all in the same boat on that one.
Oh.
We're all excited for it. All wound up.
Who's that? Oh, Dead Enough.
Wow.
HPA. I saw their ad from 49 minutes ago.
Nice. Yeah, so I will say it like this. We have a brand new AO that we get to use. We're going to be looking for other AOs. And sometimes, like I know a lot of people are upset about Crescent. We're still going to fight and try to get events to happen at Crescent.
Get it back and all that.
One of the things that I'm trying to be real careful on the stream tonight is that I don't want to burn a bridge that hasn't even been approached yet. So I want to try to have a conversation with the owner and say, look, here's my stance, here's my position, here's what I would like to do to carry forward. Because whatever problem that Big House Produce had and them, regardless of that, regardless of what happened between them, I haven't had any negative interactions with the owner of the property, right? Because I never talked to him. Other interactions of stuff that's happened since then, the stuff that came out, like people lying in court over whether or not I hit buildings with the battle bus, that puts some legal liability out there. So there's options and stuff that we could do. But I'm not going to address any or all that over the here. I'm, like I said, I'm going to try to have a conversation with the owner and go forward. I will say that I am going to go after the person that actually defamed me, though, because it's a separate entity. Because even if you don't use my name, I'm the only person in the United States that has a battle bus. I'm the only person that was running events at that location during the time, and I was the driver of said bus. So regardless of what you're doing, it's known within the community to cause a problem. It can cause problems in multiple different ways, and there's financial harm there. So, but we have a new AO that we're going to be playing at, and I want to focus on that. I want to focus on the positives, that we have this really cool AO that I think people are going to like. Is it as dynamic and cool as Crescent with the... No, but it's still a cool AO. People are going to have fun. And Wiener knows, but we've been searching for other AOs, north and south, to have really cool events at.
Hell, even I've been looking.
So there's a possibility that we're going to have a couple of other really cool locations, and we're just not going over them because I don't want people to search them and get them before we can secure them. What are the chances of moving Geiger to yellow? At this point, very high. If we don't have another facility like Crescent set up, we're definitely going to have it at Yellow Dog because of the buildings that are there. I have not.
Also, just I want to say this for everybody else. Even though, like, we might not think visually, it might not be the coolest AO. We don't know how cool this AO is yet. We have not explored nearly any of the possibilities. Because on top of the fact that we've got, like, what is it, a dozen buildings, so to speak? 4 rows of something? 4 rows of 5, is it?
4 rows of 4 or 5. Here, I'll pull up the map. Hold on.
Yeah, 4 rows of 4 or 5. 4 that we can't use, and then there's 2 or 3 other buildings, and then we have like an exorbitant amount of woods to use. That's a lot of space.
Yeah, so 1 Alpha 5 and Golf, those are out of play. I gotta put red X's on them. But you know, you have six buildings here. You have another 8 buildings here. The barn is Hotel is only 1 floor. All this wood space up here is actually really nice.
So we've got a bunch of space to utilize, guys. Like, we might not think it looks the greatest, but this could be a great spot. We could have some great memories here. If Geigerland is settling down in this location, you'd best believe I'm excited for it, because as much as I missed the Geigerlands at the prison, this is a new opportunity for new storylines. There's new opportunity for new factions. There's so many different things that we can do with this space, guys. You really got to approach this with an open mind and open heart, because this could be something long-term for us. This could be something short-term for us, but it's going to be a great opportunity for all of us in general. And a great opportunity for even more event productions for other companies that want to get in here and use the space for other things in a similar way.
Yeah, so when it comes down to the this space in the event, Tubbs just asked, are we doing netting still? Not at this time, because in the 2 corners where the alphas are going to be, like I said, I'm going to update the map so it can hopefully get gridded out. Update the map a little bit better, and mark some stuff off to where we can see where things are going to be at. But more than likely, this site has. It's not going to be like some of the other events where you guys are running and covering huge distances with sprints and everything else. You're going to be fighting building to building. You have 4 stories in each of the buildings, and most of the buildings are duplexes. So you can literally have tan on one side, green on the other side, in pretty much the same overall structure, but it's separated literally by walls. So the fighting, that I think it's going to be interesting, takedown tactics and everything else. Then you have the infected element there. I think it's going to be some great gameplay.
I mean, guys, one cool thing I think you guys should keep in mind is there are a few buildings that have direct line and access into the woods. So if even you get stormed out of a building, you've got plenty of cover. You've got plenty of opportunities to flip a situation because of tactical advantage. Remember, it's on a sloped hill, so use where you need to use. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. We're going to have a good time.
I'm not too much of a fan of woods ball a lot of times, but this
It's
place,
not for everybody.
This place is actually pretty nice with what happens. So the way it goes and all that, there's some really nice areas for that. Besides this weekend, will there be other work days? Yes, there will be. We're actually going to try to set up a person to be a contact. I mean, obviously, I can't go up until a week before the event to do work, but I could definitely talk to Latif and said when the next time they're going to have people out there to do work on site.
If someone wants to ship me out, I'm more than happy to do some work.
There are some cleanup that needs to be done. I mean, mostly getting cleanup off the porches and stuff. But like I said, I think you all are going to have a good time with this event. I think we're going to have some unique gameplay, and hopefully everybody has a good time. So with that being said, I'm actually going to end this in about 3 minutes because I got to talk to these two offline. So yeah. So anybody have any other questions before we wrap things up for the night? And as we wait the 1 minute for chat to catch up.
100% get that.
Yeah, well, Winter, that's look, if you can't help because you can't get out there on those, I get it. I understand it. But we'll try to organize some people to go out there on a weekend before I get up there, especially like next month. So Friday, remember, there's no gameplay, but we're going to try to get everybody registered, checked in. We're going to get the skirmish system set up because everybody's going to be issued a band for skirmish to use on site. But there will be a Friday night bonfire. And I did pick up my smokers, so I might be enticed to bring one of my smokers up to the event to smoke a brisket.
Yeah, test it out first.
I have my smokers work.
And make sure you have fire extinguishers to sit by.
They're the electric ones.
Doesn't make a difference. You still set fire.
Oh yeah, it does. It makes a huge difference.
Still set
For
fire.
an electric smoker to catch fire, that means you really screwed up.
He's actually
really. I mean,
I have a wood pellet smoker. I can confirm on that, Wiener. You got to really fucking be a stupid.
Are you guys playing at Black Tiger? I don't think I'm going to Black Tiger this weekend. There's still work to be done in my house, and with the way the heat is,
yeah. I'm old. I probably won't be going. I'll be talking to Danny here soon.
I don't live in Florida.
No, you don't. You're up there where it's nice and cool.
I know, right? When I went to the prison on Saturday, it was 77 degrees up in the mountain. I was like, man, I wanted to be.
It's 90 something.
Don't trick me. I wanted to bring the weather back with me.
You didn't though.
I tried.
Asshole.
I tried to trap it inside the bus and say you're coming with me. It didn't work. So I know, Chris. I mean, I want to, but at the same time, it's not in the cards. All right, one last thing before we go, because I think it'll be another laugh riot for you all. So today I had to go out and buy a new mouse for my computer.
God.
Want to ask me why I had to buy a new mouse?
No.
Threw it through a wall.
No. Loki decided to, I don't know what, if she ate it, she just put it in her mouth, decided this thing tastes yummy. She didn't chew it, but she slobbered it so bad it shorted out the electronics.
What you doing, Gracie? Hello.
It's dead.
Under my pillow.
Woof.
So, it's dead. 90 down of high humid, like breathing water. Welcome to Florida, son. That's why we can still run and gun in this weather, because we deal with that for 90% of the year.
Yep. Just right now, it's like really, really hot and muggy, and the mosquitoes will carry you away down here in Florida.
Oh, she was setting up her OnlyPause account.
Who was?
That's what Tub put. He goes. She was setting up her OnlyPause account.
Oh, is that where? Is
Oh.
that where Skittles is at?
No, she's in Arizona right now. So.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
Also, just so y'all are aware, I was just messaged by the person that is coordinating the Yellow Dog
We're
cleanup.
still live, aren't we? Yes. We are.
Tubbs,
Almost done.
he asked for a cleaning role, or a cleaning chat. So if you guys want information on that, it is now in the Big House Milsim server. So you guys should all have access to it if you are a part of the Yellow Dog.
All right. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we're going to go and wrap this stream up unless you guys have any questions. We're going to start going through. Again, remember, we have Yellow Dog Incident. That's going to be coming up September 22nd through the 24th. You guys can go ahead and get your tickets here.
We're flying into Pittsburgh, right?
You'll fly into Pittsburgh. I'm driving into Pittsburgh, and I'm going to fly home and then fly back to Pittsburgh on Thursday to go get it.
Yep.
Do you love us, Joker? I love all of you. Even my annoying
in.
bastard children that give me migraines in the middle of the night.
You're
Looking
welcome.
at you, Seb. Do we make you proud? Yes, actually, you do.
Tell us about
Even
all your good achievements.
All right, guys. With that being said, I am Joker from Players Wanted. It's not a party till the wiener comes out. Wiener from New Breeder Soft.
New Breeder Soft.
And Buck. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, may your BBs fly true and your